Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. This is my second video, and today let me pick this up. Today we are going to be doing a unboxing slash all the books I bought this month. And you're probably all watching this thinking, Hannah, this is unhealthy, like this is excessive. But you're right. But I can't help myself. So here we go. So I figured that we would start with the books that are already unboxed. There's a lot. First, just because this book is like not the type I normally read, we have a general fiction book called The Dirty Girls Social Club, which is supposed to be like, it's literally just a friend group and they just talk about their drama and their lives, and it just sounded really fun and entertaining. And I didn't think I would like this cover, but I love it. So yeah, it's 6 friends and it's filled with humor, drama, the power of friendship. And they're like, okay, so it says this is like Real Housewives. That should be fun. Now we have the Atlas 6. I got this off of Book Outlet and it is in such good condition, first of all. Second of all, I've been hearing so much about like these 2 books because the second one just came out and I haven't read it. And I wanted to read it, so I needed to get it. I got this next one also from Book Outlet. Carrie Soto is Back, but I got it in the paperback because the US doesn't have it. So it's really fun and I love the pages, and the paperback cover, it is like folded, but it just is so pretty and it's shiny. Like, I really loved Malibu Rising, and even though I shouldn't have liked her in that book, I loved her, so I'm really excited to read this one. I just think her character was quite fun. Next, I got The Shadows Between Us. To be honest, I haven't heard a ton about this book, but I know that it's like a YA fantasy with like, well, I guess YA romantasy. But I just really love the cover, first of all, and it just sounded really interesting because I saw like a handful of reviews, but that was enough for me, so I had to get it. Up next, I got Ithaca, which is a Greek mythology retelling, I believe, about the wife of Odysseus. I haven't read any Greek mythology retellings. I have a handful of them, but I haven't read any of them. But I saw this one in like my local bookstore and it was just so pretty. And I was really in the mood to buy Greek mythology retelling, so I had to get this one. And it also sounds like super interesting. So I'm excited to read that one. So next, I got The Liar's Crown, which, first of all, this cover is so pretty. I believe this one is about 2 twin sisters. It's 2 twins. Twin sisters. One of them is like destined to take over the kingdom. The other one is supposed to like live in the shadows. And then what happens is, I'm pretty sure that the sister that's like forgotten ends up marrying the man that the sister who's supposed to take over the kingdom, like, she marries her husband. I think they must have like gotten confused or something, or it was on purpose. I don't know yet. So it's like a romantasy. I know that this is supposed to be having like a sequel that's coming out, I think, this year. And I'm pretty sure it's called Stolen Throne. And I looked up the cover the other day and it is so pretty. But just, if you've read this one, let me know. Up next, I got this, I think it's a duology, but they are so pretty. I'm literally obsessed with these covers. I got these from Book Outlet also. And as soon as I opened the package, I was like, I love them. It's this one. It's like 2 royal heirs are arranged to be married, and then it says they made their own arrangements. And I'm just obsessed with the covers. I think the art is so pretty. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it. I'm just obsessed with it. I love it. I haven't heard anything about those books whatsoever, but it was a moment where I judged the book by its cover, and hopefully it works out for me. Now, I literally got this book yesterday, and it is the prettiest cover I own. Not this one. I got Belladonna, but underneath the dust jacket. Is this not the most gorgeous cover? And it also has like end paper art, and I'm obsessed with it. It's like so smooth too, and I just love it so much. And I've heard a lot about this book, and I was always just like, I don't really want to read it. But I saw it in Target yesterday, and I was like, you know what, I am gonna read it. I finally caved, why not? Next, I got The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, and she's the author of The Night Circus. And I've seen quite a few posts about that one, but I honestly have not seen very many. I've heard like mixed reviews on this one, but I still haven't read The Night Circus, so who knows how I'm gonna feel about this one. But I just really thought it sounded interesting. It's like, I think it's like pirates-ish kind of feel, and that just sounded really entertaining. So I'm probably gonna love it, but we'll see. Up next is a debut novel by twin sisters, which is so much fun. I don't think I've ever seen that before, but these two twin sisters just wrote this book. It actually just released, I think, about a week ago. Out of Seconds by Shayna Bassett and Mariah Street. It's a friends to lovers romance with like, he's in the, what is he? He's in the military, a branch of military, and he has to go away to Afghanistan, and it's like supposedly really sad. So I'm kind of scared to read it because I know it's gonna make me cry. But I love the cover, and I'm very glad that they sent this to me because I'm so excited to read this. And if you haven't read this, heard of this, bought this, you need to. Because the people that have read this have absolutely loved it, and I'm so excited to read this. And you should definitely read it, because it's most likely going to be amazing. Up next, I got these two books from the author Jacqueline Snow. Her books are sports romance. She sent me The Puck Drop and Take the Lead, which I believe they are both hockey romances. This one is Falling for the Coach's Daughter. This one is Fake Dating, Falling for the Fake Girlfriend. They're like shorter reads. The covers are gorgeous. And I'm wicked excited to read these. I'm planning on reading them next month. But I've seen a few reviews on them, and they just sound so good. So if you haven't read these or bought these, you need to, because look how pretty they are. They're so pretty. Come on. Up next, I got Timeborn. Now, this book is not released yet. It releases May 2nd of this year, and I've heard that this is supposedly like very similar to Outlander. I haven't read that yet, or watched that movie or show or whatever it is, but I've heard people compare it to that. I have a friend that read it, and she is absolutely obsessed with it, and I'm really excited to read this. And the author, she told me that the main character, well, the male main character, Roman, his character is like based off of Henry Cavill, so you know, we have to get it. And I'm so excited to read this. But yeah, it releases May 2nd of this year, so pre-order it, mark it in your calendars. This is gonna be a good one. Okay, now this is the part you've probably all been waiting for, to the unboxing. I feel like I've always had like such bad self-control when it comes to buying books, just because honestly buying them and collecting them is as much of a hobby as reading them at this point. I just love the feeling of like getting new books and opening them, and I just love it. So, Redeeming 6. This is massive. I don't love the Real People covers, but this is so big. Guys, look how small that font is. That is so small. This is over 700 pages, I think. This is gonna take a long time to read, but I'm very excited to have it. This is a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be, but this is gonna be so good. I still have to read the other 3 in the series, but like I said, I have a problem with buying books. I can't start a series until I have all of the books, so this was a necessary purchase because now I can read the other 3 and then get to this one. So the next one. Okay, so now the new cover of Addicted for Now. I have the other cover, but it's like so much bigger than my Addicted to You and Ricochet ones. Now it's gonna be the same size. And that makes my heart happy because when my books on my shelf don't match, it like, I just hate looking at it. Like, I want all my books to match in size. And I love when the publisher icon symbol matches the other books as well, because then it's like it all goes together and it just is like so pleasing to my eyes. But this one is so pretty and I can't wait to get the rest of the new covers as they come out. And this one also has exclusive bonus material of, I think, Ricochet. It has exclusive bonus material and I'm pretty sure that they are like just bonus text messages between the core 6, I think is what they're called. I haven't read the series. The first 2, I haven't read them. But again, I need a whole series before I can start it. The next one is, let's see. The scissors aren't working. Okay. The next one is Black Ties and White Lies. I have seen, like, out of nowhere, this book became so popular, and I'm pretty sure it's like just came out. But I have seen this book everywhere. And of course, seeing it everywhere, seeing how much everyone loves it, I had to get it. I am so excited to read this book. I believe that this is like, she falls for her ex-boyfriend's brother, which is a little bit weird, but I'm sure it's very well done. But I'm wicked excited to read this because I am seeing posts about this non-stop, and so many bookstagrammers that I follow are like, you need to read this book. So I have to read it. I normally don't like Real People covers, but I really like this cover. I just like it a lot. But it sounds really, really good, so I'm really excited to read it. Now it is time for this box. So the first 2 books from this box are The Two of Us and Meant to Be by Lauren Jackson. This is Taylor Torres. These are debut novels. This one was just released. And I'm pretty sure that this book was actually released already, and she came out with a new edition with like more chapters or something like that. But I read this as an ARC, and as soon as it released, I had to get the physical copy because it is so gorgeous. And since I've read this before, I can tell you with full confidence that you need to read this book. It is one of the best stories I think I've read in a long time. And I don't want to spoil any of it, but Ambrose, you will love him. He is amazing. This book was so good, and I'm so glad that I finally have it on in a physical copy, because I'm gonna be rereading it because it was that good. And so if you haven't read this yet, you need to, like, as soon as possible. It was so good, and this cover is stunning. I love this cover so much. It just is so, it's so pretty. Please read this book. And then Meant to Be by Lauren Jackson. I'm also obsessed with this cover. The purple and the white is just so pretty. I believe this is like a small town romance where the girl she went off the grid, like she just ran away, and then she comes back and has to face like her ex-boyfriend and I think her first love. But it just sounded really, really good. Look at the chapter art. That's so pretty. Guys, I'm so excited to read this one. It's so cute. Okay, so next, this is like, I bought like I have the first book in this series, so I literally bought, you know, the rest of them. I have the first one, The Predator, so I had to get the rest of the Darkverse series. The Finisher, the Annihilator, the Reaper, and the Emperor. One of my friends has read this series, and she is like completely obsessed with it, and she absolutely convinced me to buy the rest of this series. Not literally, but her love for this series made me want to buy it, and I need to read the first book still. But again, I can't read a series if I only have one book. I have to have all of them, because if I start it and I'm like obsessed with it, it's going to kill me to not have the rest of the books to be able to read them as soon as I'm done, because that's what I do with a series. I read it all at once. First book to the last book. I usually don't read anything in between. I just will read an entire series from start to finish. So I have to have all of them before I start it. And now I do. But I am so excited to read this, you guys. I'm very excited. Next, I got Replaying the Game by Emily Tudor, which is also a like debut novel. It's a sports romance, hockey romance. I believe this girl, she agrees to tutor this hockey player, and then of course it's a romance, so they fall in love. But it just sounded really, really good, and I've been seeing like quite a few reviews for this like keep popping up for my page, and I saw an aesthetic video on the author's page, and I was like, you know what, this is my sign to buy this book, and I did. And I also love the green of this cover, and it's super cute. If you want a new like debut novel to pick up, I recommend this one. Have I read it? No, but I will recommend it still. It just is so cute. And now for the last box. This box is so cute. I love the pink. But anyway, if I can cut this one open, because apparently it's proving to be very difficult for me. There we go. I did it. Okay. Now, guys, this series has been on my TBR in my wish list for so long. It is the entire series, because I need the entire series before starting it. This is The Boys series by Michaela Smeltzer, but these are the illustrated covers, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. So we have Good Guys Don't Lie, which is, I love this cover. Then we have Bad Boys Break Hearts. Again, love the cover and the color. Then we have Nice Guys Don't Win, which these are all obviously sports romances. I'll list what they are when I'm done. Broken Boys Can't Love. This one's my favorite because former ballerina over here, I'm obsessed. Any book that has ballet, point, tutus, I am here for it, as long as it's done well and accurate. Then Real Players Never Lose. This is probably my least favorite cover, but it's still super cute. So this one is, let me see, I don't know what sport this one is, but it is a sports romance and fake dating. This one is older brother's best friend. Obviously she's a dancer. Forbidden romance because it's the brother's best friend. But I'm super excited for this one. Nice Guys Don't Win. This one is like forced proximity. The basketball player is like the girl's dad is the coach, and the player she falls for is one of her dad's players. So this is like a little bit of forbidden romance also. College. These are all college. Bad Boys Break Hearts is a romance with the baseball team's like pitcher or captain. But in the front, all the books have like this little thing at the top. So this one says, even if I'm named after a princess, it doesn't mean my life is a fairy tale. So I have a feeling that this one is going to be like touch her, you die kind of thing, which I love, but I'm very excited for this one. And the last one, Good Guys Don't Lie. is another like Tudor romance, with a star player on the hockey team who is supposedly about to go to the NHL, and I'm guessing that they just fall in love as he's tutoring her. Yeah, so this one in the front, it says, "It seems like I'm doomed until my professor tells me he knows the perfect guy to tutor me if he'll agree." So I'm assuming this one also might be a little bit of like enemies to lovers, rivals to lovers, something like that. But this is gonna be good. I already have a feeling I'm going to love every single book in this series. Look how pretty they are together. I'm so obsessed. If I didn't already say, I'm most excited for this one because I love books that have ballet in it. It just like, it touches a part of my soul. So as you can tell, I have a very much an unhealthy addiction to buying books, but is it really a problem? No. So that is all for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed watching me make poor financial decisions, but it's for the greater good. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and at some point I'll do a post on my Bookstagram showing all these books again. But thank you guys for watching.